In this video, it's more exploits of 2CV damper bushes. I've been sent some new end plates by my friend Simon. Check the description for details of how to contact Simon yourself. He has many second-hand 2CV parts. So we're going to try replacing these pins, but I'm curious to see if the dampers have a similar fit on here. Now, from the last video, thank you for all your comments. It was also confirmed by friends in the 2CV world. The fit here should be a clearance fit, so the bush shouldn't be a tight fit. It often bonds itself to the pin, but that's not how it should be held. It should be held by the washer and nut squashing the end of the damper and holding it in place, and the rubber is what twists as the suspension moves. So with that established, I'm going to see if the damper fits any better on this. Funnily enough, the knocking noise I was getting seems to be better now. I think that's as a result of taking everything off. The washer was definitely seized in place in not quite the right place, so I think we've improved matters anyway. But nonetheless, I'm going to replace the end plates anyway. I've got two end plates here. We'll find out which one is the right one soon enough, because they are slightly different shapes, very slightly. Yeah, you can still hear that. That is a knocking noise you hear as you're driving along, so we'll whip that off. Not going to go through how to do that again this time in much detail, but it's 3 bolts on the front, 1 on the rear damper bolt, and we'll get it off, so I'll do that now. Yeah, we've got loads of play there, and I can't seem to tighten that bolt up anymore, so we'll try and get it off if we can. And there's a fun job to do on the ground. And we'll have a look at the thread in a bit more detail. This I've actually put some rubbishy trousers on today rather than my best ones, which I was wearing last time. Yeah, the thread, yeah, you can see the problem there. The thread is all gunked up. If I get the replacement one, find out which one it is. Yeah, look at that for a thread comparison. So that's the problem. It's just that one's all completely gacked up. So I hope that's in focus. I'm struggling to see the screen at the moment. So hopefully this will do the trick. But and there's another interesting point. How well does the damper... Oh, hold on, I've forgotten which way around it is. It doesn't matter just for this experiment. Yeah, so there's still a bit of play. It's not going to eradicate the play entirely, but putting the washer on and the nut should clamp that and hold it in place properly. I'm just going to go and peek at the other side to make sure I fit the damper the right way round. There is a right way with these Burton dampers. So I had got it going the right way. I need that washer as well. That's an important part of this. Oh, that washer looks very happy there. This may be a problem. Where are my hammers? Turns out the answer to the question, where are my hammers, is an awfully long way away, 50 miles to be precise. So I'm going to have to do what I can with a crowbar and a big screwdriver. We could try banging it on the ground. Oh, yep. Oh, there you go. Nature's hammer has worked. So we've got that washer off. That's important to squash the bush, and it is the larger end. So this end of the damper that goes on here. We'll try and tighten it. Ideally, you'd tighten it when it's on the car, so you're in exactly the right place. I can't do that. All I can do is try and guess at the angle and try and tighten it up where I think it's going to be, because I haven't got access to this. I haven't got an 18mm spanner, French, so I'm going to have to tighten it up where I think it needs to be, which I accept is not the ideal way of doing this. That goes on there, then goes down the nut, and now we should be able to tighten the nut much more tightly than I could before. Oh, there we go, nice and tight. And now that is actually tight on the end plate, so I think we can call that a result. Now I just need to get it back on the 2CV again, so we shall do that. We first slide on at the back and do that nut up, and then it's 3 14mm headed bolts to hold this plate onto the side of the axle tube. Front axle tube contains the steering rack on the 2CV, and there's a massive bearing. The bearing fills almost all of this space for this suspension arm to move on. They are huge, and again, ideally you chuck a bit more grease in there, I think, while you got access. Although you can only access the near side bearing. There are 2 per arm. Massive over engineering. When you look at the rear arm bearings on a Citroen BX or a C5, they're tiny little things. But I can't remember ever having to replace an arm bearing on a 2CV. Just doesn't happen. So I'll crack on. We'll see how we go. If I think the alignment's way off when I look at it on the car, I might loosen, reset, just to try and get that angle right. Right, let's see how we're doing now. Oh, there we go. All seems tight and well under there, so we've got rid of that free play, so that should improve matters. And I think I may as well do it on the other side as well, because there was a play in that bush and it could well be, oh, where are you going, could well be the same problem. So we'll get that done as well, see if the other side comes apart as nicely. My guess is no. No, I will not be tackling this side, and the major reason for that is you've got the exhaust this side getting completely in the way, and the nut holding the damper on is very, very tight. So I need more space. I really need maybe a pit, but you know, just jacking it up and getting it on stands will give me a bit more room to get underneath. I need hammers, which I haven't got, so we'll leave that one for now. But certainly that should improve matters, which is good, because I'm planning to use the 2CV to go and get some fast food this evening, because fast food is marvellous. So we'll go and do that, and that will be the test drive. That, and probably heading to the post office tomorrow to see whether anything has arrived in the PO box. Details in the description below. Right, I might well film that later, so I won't end it there. Something else I need to address is why my cars have stones in front of them. Apparently this is causing some consternation on the comments section. It's just because the cars can sit here for days at a time, and I don't like leaving cars parked up with a handbrake on. It is a slight slope, so they're in gear and blocked up with rocks. That's whatever cars are here have that. I don't tend to bother in the Delica so much. I just leave that on the parking, well, not the parking brake, on the pole on the automatic gearbox. It's not a very big slope. I'm pretty sure it's not going to go rolling off, but that's what this is all about. It is just effectively a wheel chock, because I don't want to leave it parked up with a handbrake off. The 2CV hasn't moved for a week. It's been sat here since I think it was Thursday or Friday last week, so you know, she could be sitting around a while. I don't want the handbrake left on that time. All that does is loosen up your cables and make it sticky when you try driving off again. So that's a top tip if you're leaving a car parked up. Just chock it. Much better idea. Well, I managed to leave my camera at home, but I'm having a very nice drive out in LE to get some fast food. Fast food in a 2CV. Is that possible? Well, I'm trying. 60 limit up a hill. But certainly the knocking sound has definitely gone, so that has cured the issue. I think that's going to make the MOT man happy next year. So that's good times. Listen to that little flat twin sing. Oh, I've missed this. So yeah, it's sometimes it's the small things. I know some people thought the MOT man was being fussy, but he had identified a fault, which was remedied fairly easily, really. £50 it cost for the 2 end plates to be posted. Well, for them and the postage. Yes, that is to see in Amber Air on behind me. And yeah, it's all good times again. So let's simple fix really. So thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget you can buy the HubNut goodies. We have got a few polo shirts left, I think, as well as t-shirts and all sorts. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in a future video. We need to get Ellie out on some more adventures really. So that should be fun. Got some more entertaining road tests as well. So I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Farewell.